Few things I want to mention to you before I move on to our main topic, which is the Mahdi. I want to mention to you a few things about the case of AAFIA Siddiqui. Who is AAFIA Siddiqui? She was born in Pakistan. She studied in Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1995. Then she moved back to Pakistan in 2003. She is a neuroscientist. She is, in other words, a doctorate. She is very educated person. Someone who has high reputation not only in Pakistan community but also in US. What happened is when she moved back to Pakistan in 2003, as you can see right here, her picture, the Pakistani intelligence, they have abducted her. Okay, they just took her from the street, literally, like without any permission, without any authority, without any warrant. They took her and then they put her in jail. In 2008, she appeared in Afghanistan. When she went to Afghanistan, wallahi, subhanallah, the people there, the Afghan police at that time, the puppet police, they took her again, they arrested her, and they accused her of so many bad things. They said that you had notes about how to, make bombs. So, I mean, this is insane. This is some like other crazy things happened. And then she was sent to US when US FBI agents and CIA, they interrogated her during that time of interrogation, and that happened in around 2008-2009. It is alleged that she lurched from her seat and then she attacked those people, the FBI and the CIA agents, which is absolutely very absurd to say the least. Why? Because if you think about it, she is a woman. How can she attack people from CIA and FBI all by her own? This is something doesn't make sense, doesn't add up. Nevertheless, they took her to custody and they brought her to the States in, I believe, 2012, and they sentenced her to 83 years in prison. Since that time, she is in the prison, in the dungeon of darkness, in the prison, Texas, Fort Worth. Her situation right now is very bad. Dear brothers and sisters, she was attacked back in July by a fellow inmate who threw water on her face, and it said that she can actually lose her eyesight. Her dream, let me tell you about her dream, because the dream is very important for us to understand who she really is. She saw a dream, and she saw Rasulullah SAW in her dream, and the Prophet SAW, she asked Rasulullah SAW, "O Rasulullah, when this trial, this test will end?" Remember, she has 3 kids and she's mother. Psychological, physical, all kind of pain she's going through for a long time. She asked Rasulullah SAW when this will stop. The Prophet SAW said, "This is not a test for you. It is a test for the ummah, my ummah, to release you, to free you." And this is what she said in her statement when she talked about her dream. Thus, Rasulullah SAW has put this burden on us, dear brothers and sisters. Allah has put this burden on us so that we raise our voice for her freedom. Now, a lot of people are coming out in Texas, the Muslims, organizers, activists, and they're protesting. They're saying that we need to free her, let her go. The trial doesn't make any sense. In fact, Sarah Flounders, one of the activists, anti-war, and she's an activist, and she said that the trial was a sham trial, means it was not a true trial. It was just a show off. And they put her in this situation without any justice for a very long time. In Pakistan, AAFIA Siddiqui is known to be the daughter of the nation. Siddiqui's case has attracted enormous support from across the political divide. In 2018, for example, Pakistani Senate unanimously passed a resolution dubbing her daughter of the nation, end quote. On several occasions, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has extended his support for negotiating Siddiqui's release with the US government. Now, they brought in Shakil Afridi. You need to know this figure, Shakil Afridi. Who is Shakil Afridi? Shakil Afridi, dear brothers and sisters, is the guy, if you remember, he was a doctor who helped to find out where Bin Laden was, and he helped the CIA. In Pakistan, they have sentenced him to 33 years in prison. Okay, this is the situation right now. So Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, when he met Donald Trump, he talked to Donald Trump, and they agreed that Pakistan will release Shakil Afridi and in return they will release AAFIA Siddiqui. This is what Imran Khan has hoped, but now obviously they have a new government, new administration. We do not know what that will mean. Dear brothers and sisters, let's talk about the main topic. As I said, the coming of the Mahdi. By the way, if you do not know who Mahdi is, he is a figure that will come at the end of time for the Muslims and take Muslims out of oppression and to justice and equity. What Rasulullah said. So this is a man, he will come at the end of time. The Prophet he said, Al-Mahdi minni ajl al-jabha aqna al-anfi yamlu fil ard qist wal adl kama muliyat zawran wa dhul. The Prophet he said, the Mahdi is from me, means from his progeny that will come at the end of time. His forehead is broad and he has a sharp nose. The Prophet said that he will fill the earth with justice, adl and qist, justice and equity, kama muliyat zawran wa dhulm, just like as it was filled with tyranny and oppression. We talk about end of time oppression. We do not want to be part of that oppressive system, and we do not want to keep silent. If you are someone, whether you follow the Mahdi figure or you do not follow, or you're just a regular human being, just regular Muslim or even non-Muslim, we all have a responsibility, equal responsibility, to stand up for the justice and for the release of AAFIA Siddiqui. Because if we keep silent in the face of this oppression, then what will happen in the future will be much worse. We do need to stand up. In other words, if we want to be people of truth and justice. Now, a few things that I also want to mention to you is that right now the situation of AAFIA Siddiqui, as I said, it is very, very bad. Okay, she is not getting any medical attention. She is not getting any medical supply. She is not in a situation where she can have any hope to go back to the country. Many of the Western Muslim speakers, they are speaking out. For example, Omar Sulaiman, he is gathering with all the protesters. I'll show you this, that we will know. Omar Sulaiman, so one of the Muslim, activists, as you can see right behind me, people are protesting, and this is happening in New York, right outside the Pakistani consulate in New York, and they're protesting to free AAFIA Siddiqui because they know the situation is very bad. So Muslim scholars or Muslim speakers, they're speaking about it. They gave interview to Al Jazeera news channel, for example, and many other Muslim speakers. They're raising this issue that AAFIA Siddiqui, she needs to go back to Pakistan, not be held in Texas. So let's go back again to the end of time, what we talk about, the Mahdi, the Dajjalic system and all that. We do not want, this is a request for the government of US, we do not want this system to be oppressive. US is a country known for its justice, and it is a country that is known for upholding human rights. This is our request, our sincere request to the US government, to the Joe Biden administration, to look into this matter and see if there is any way that they can send her back to Pakistan, whether it is through bringing Shakil Afridi, the guy from Pakistan, to US, or whether it is through other means. This video I wanted to make because, dear my sisters, if we do not talk about this particular topic, then wallahi we will be held accountable. As AAFIA Siddiqui, she said, this is a test for us. Her test right now, whatever it is, as I said, is very bad, but whatever it is right now, she is going through a lot. Probably she is used to it now. Probably she is used to it with all the abuse and torture and whatnot. But we are going to be held accountable if we are not speaking out against it. If you, brothers and sisters, are not aware of her situation, you can always Google her up, find out the name. You'll find more information about her, how she studied, what happened to her. But if you are someone who is skipping this video, who is neglecting this part of your duty, then wallahi, everything that you learn about the end of time as follower of the Mahdi or follower of righteous leaders in our time or the time that will come in the future, it will mean nothing. You need to have a sense of responsibility right now. You need to stand up for justice for AAFIA Siddiqui right now. We need to know about this right now and free her. Ask the government to free her right now. Jazakallah khair for tuning in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.